Hey, thanks for tuning in, dropping out, zoning in. I don't know. We'll figure out an intro, but this is the real one. Thanks for hopping in.
Yeah.
Thanks again. But I got a cool one for you. Hopefully, you guys will be interested in today's lesson. We're going to do some drastic cuts here on the channel as well. Tip Tuesday, it's going to be incorporated into a different event, but we're scrapping the dailies. I don't have the brain for that, but it was fun. It was fun while it lasted. Um, but that being said, I'm going to get into a new one I've got here, though. This is D&D classes, and first up, going to go over the fighter. This is for anybody that wants to be the badass that they always know they are. This is for you, the one that has studied the blade. This is for you, the one that wants to protect the weak. I highly recommend the fighter. I'm not going to break down the class in full depth. I'm not going to break down the subclasses in full depth as well. This is just a broad summary. So again, take it with a grain of salt. But in my experience, fighter is the go-to one if you just want to learn the ropes of the game. He is perfect. He is perfect if you want to learn the ropes of combat really quick. Again, combat has the most rules, so if you're playing a fighter like him, you're going to be more inclined to hop into combat, and you'll be able to successfully, you know, leave combat alive, as long as you played your cards right. But fighter is a great class to learn the ropes of, combat with. He's got a lot of cool opportunities, cool features that go really well with him. Just breaking down the class itself, they are, either they're going to be on the front lines. They're going to be the charger, the striker. They could even be they'll even be the tank as well, defending the mages in the back. Fighters are, they can go wherever needed. If you got a good fighter on your team, they're gonna do whatever they can to put down the big guy quick and make sure everybody is still alive. They're gonna do their job well. Fighters are just all around solid classes. A lot of memes going around. I think all the classes in their own merits are great. It's just like a couple of other games I grew up on, like Monster Hunter. It doesn't matter what weapon you use. Like, same with class. Doesn't matter what class you pick. It's up to you to make that class good. And I've seen a lot of players. I played, just like a fighter and like a one shot or two, but I've seen a lot of my players and other players play fighters really well. Number one, my little brother, he comes in with a fighter, and that was so much fun. I think he was like a half orc or something. He flipped a table and beat up some guys in a tavern. That was great. In my Curse of Strahd campaign, I've got one of my players is a drow, and he's a fighter class as well, champion subclass. He's level 5 now, so cool thing about them at level 5, you get an extra attack. Yes, more dice rolling. But he's real quick, and that they were just in the Amber Temple like the other day, and I mean, he charged into one of the rooms where there's a couple of gladiators. There's a gladiator and a berserker, and he opens the door and then closes. He's like, I'm not gonna fight that. But then when he had to, he went in and he's like, all right, here we go. And I mean, I think he got like a hat trick. He got like 3 kills in a row. Because this is just home. This is our game. But anytime you get a natural 20 here on the table at my place, you'll get to. That's an automatic double damage die. So either double the roll you got, or roll your damage die twice. I say roll the damage die twice. That gives you an excuse to roll them dice more. But I mean, I think he was just chop down one guy, chop down the next guy, and he just moved on. Hell yeah. That's exactly what fighters are good for. They are going in, getting the job done. Highly recommend it. It was funny too, because I think there was one part where he goes, oh, crit 19, that's my thing, champion fighter. And I was like, that's your thing, champion fighter right there, crit, double damage die, hell yeah. That being said, we can hop into him just a little bit here. Like I said, we're going to do just a brief summary of him. But that being said, just looking at the class features, hit die, yeah, they get a D10, they're pretty cool. The big ones for them, their con modifier, their strength modifier. Those are Con modifier, strength modifier. If you're going in, you want to stay alive with as much constitution as you can. You want to put whatever down is in front of you quickly with strength. So, or dex, depending on your build. But those are good. The go-to. Starting equipment, not really worried about it. There's fighting styles. You guys can read up on this. I'm not here to. But the cool thing about them is they have their big one is second wind. So once per long rest or short rest, they'll be able to basically recover some hit die, and that's really good, especially mid combat. They also have They also have action surge. As well, and then with action surge, it's basically you can take an additional turn. Same thing, once per short or long rest, but that's the second wind and the action surge is their bread and butter. When you really need to put them down and get some health back in you while you're getting hit, bread and butter right there of a fighter. Like I said, if you have a fighter in your party, they're doing their job. They're going to be making sure they're alive to keep everyone else alive. That being said, fighters can be great with, sword and shield, sword and board, great sword, two-handed, one-handed, bow and arrow. I know there's the meme of just make a fighter with a bow and arrow. He's better than a ranger. We'll go about ranger later. Don't worry. There's, you can give him some range with a pike or a halberd, whatever you want. You can make your build. Just kind of touching on the subclasses, and we're just solely going off what is in the player's handbook. That's the picture of the Battle Master. But yeah, just the martial archetypes, the subclasses they get at level 3. First one up, champion, all around. I think he's solid. Again, especially for learning the rules of combat, where most of the rules are within this game. Champion fighter is great solely because he crits at 19. Just like I said before, crit at 20, but crit at 19 too. So, and this is where the whole professor comes in. Basically, you take a 5% chance on a crit. Now it becomes a 10% chance on a crit. Unless I'm doing math wrong. But yeah, I think champion fighter is a great way. As champion fighter levels up, do you guys? Who? If you're gonna make it to level 7, you're already reading the book. I'm not gonna tell you. I'm just gonna say they crit at 19. You're gonna have a lot of fun with them. Moving on, we'll go over to Battle Master, and I think those guys are really cool too. Those are for more. If you've been playing a little bit longer, I think Battle Master would be kind of the go-to for you, just because there's some with Battle Master, you basically have they give you a movement die. Let me read really quick what it is. Combat superiority. So they give you something called a superiority die. I believe it's you have 4 superiority die, which are D8s. And the superiority die basically act as when you want to use one of your Battle Master maneuvers, and there's multiple on the player's handbook. These maneuvers could be commanding strike, goading attack, riposte. I can't repose. I don't know. Trip attack, a parry, menacing attack. So Battle Master is for the tactical in mind, tactical down to I've got. And I think the superiority die will raise with level, but you have 4 of them at the start. They're all D8s, and whatever you do with that D8, that's normally the damage or what happens. But Battle Master is really good when you're, again, tactical in mind. And again, the fighter is great for learning combat rules because you're getting in, I'm hitting, what's his AC, what's my AC, how much health do I have versus how much does he have, how much is my dungeon master telling me he has, so on and so forth. Battle Master, good one. Last one in the player's handbook, Eldritch Knight. First glance, if you're new at the game too, Eldritch Knight's whoa, what's going on? Honestly, Eldritch Knight is just a soldier with spells. He's a soldier with spells. If you want to have some spell slots under your sleeve as a fighter, go Eldritch Knight. Not gonna say no at all. Definitely recommend it, especially if you're an elf. That way your long rests are quicker. But I'm not talking about min-maxing or what am I trying to say? Min-maxing, or I'm just saying base Eldritch Knight. He's a soldier with spells. Starting at 3rd level, when you can pick Eldritch Knight. Excuse me. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Starting at 3rd level, 2 cantrips can be known, 3 spells can be known, and spells known 3. Two of them are 1st level. And that what it means is 2 of them are 1st level. They have to be abjuration, and evocation spells. Abjuration, sorry, and evocation spells. The other one, I think it can be any other wizard. Again, don't quote me on this. I haven't really seen. I think I've seen like 1 Eldritch Knight, but not been playing for too long. Hopefully, I'll be, keep your health. Stay healthy out there too, but keep your health up so you can keep playing this hobby as long as you want. And, hey, don't get burned out on it. But that is, I'm just gonna call that for my little video about fighters. But seriously, if you want to learn more, just dive deep, read the Player's Handbook, or read online at D&D Beyond or any great other website. Highly recommend the fighter if you're just starting out and you're wanting to learn again the rules, the core mechanics of the game, the combat. Definitely recommend a fighter. You're going to be able to get in the fight, and then you'll be the one leaving the fight. If you want to start the fight and end the fight, you're the guy. You were the barbarian. That's for another video. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. And as always, thanks for being the best part of the team. We'll think of a team name. If you guys got a team name, drop it down below. Also, drop down below what next class you guys want to see me do a summary of here. I'm going to be doing subclasses too, but that's in the meantime. We're all fleshing this out. We're going to feed the algorithm daily. But hey, thanks for watching. Make sure to like, favorite, and subscribe. Help me get out there in the algorithm. End goal 2023. Should be saying it more. That way it'll manifest. We'll have 100 subscribers, so we can do this, y'all. Again, thank you for watching, man. This is for you guys out there.